Now, as NATO negotiates with the Afghan government and the Taliban and other political entities to try to determine the future of the country, it must ensure that the human rights of all the Afghan people, including women and girls, will be respected.
This event is a shadow summit that has been arranged by Amnesty International.
Basically, it's a NATO shadow summit for Afghan women, because these are issues that are not being discussed at the actual NATO summit. We're trying to bring attention to issues we feel should be part of the discussion. So in a way, we're giving women a voice.
Well, first of all, let me just say, we've been talking a lot about women being at the table. One of my colleagues made the point that if you're not at the table, you're probably on the menu.
The discussion of women's issues and women's protection within the international system somehow always seems to be an afterthought.
This event is about the courageous women of Afghanistan, some of whom were on the panel this morning with us who have traveled thousands of miles to join us today.
Please, take a look at this. Make sure that NATO and the world does not decide the future of Afghanistan, the women and children and the men of that country, and not take it into consideration that we really do belong to the world. Whatever we do in this world, in Afghanistan, is connected to the world. We are a part of the world.
In 2001, just imagine a place where there was nothing, a blank slate. There were no schools, no courts, there was nothing.
Actually, the women of Afghanistan in the last 10 or 11 years, they have had quite a lot of achievements. Because when you compare it to what they didn't have, what they have is really a lot. And maybe that is why, one of the main reasons that we cannot go back. There is no way for any one of us to take a step backward and say that whatever we have achieved all of these years, now they can forget about it and we are going to go back to the dark days of the Taliban. So that's why it makes it so much more important that we have to hold on and move on and make ourselves better and better and take our actual share and part in making the society in Afghanistan and developing the country.
If women are silenced or marginalized in Afghanistan, any potential for sustainable peace, stability, and a better economic future is going to be elusive.
The Taliban are against women's rights, they're against women going to school, traveling alone.
We need international support from the US government and also from the people and also from the media to support women's rights in Afghanistan.
And today, whatever is going to happen to Afghanistan, so it will not be only the Afghan people who will be responsible, it's the whole world.
The real reality, which was so poignantly said to me one night in Kabul when I gathered with a group of Afghan women. And one of them said at the outset of the conversation, "Stop looking at us as victims and look at us as the leaders that we are."